Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? This is Lemekh with selahsportstv back at you. What's good? So, we got some shit happening in boxing, right? Like, I could have came with this earlier, but it's all good. We coming with it now. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Yeah, it's the one we all been waiting for, right? This is the one. This is the fight. This. I mean, we saying this. The only reason we saying what we saying is because of the build up, right? Um, whether it was on purpose or by mistake, they did an excellent job building this fight up. Right? I mean, we could have had this fight 4 or 5 years ago, but honestly, would it be as big? No, it wouldn't be as big as it is now. Would boxing be better off? Possibly. Like boxing would still go on. Like things would have still been happening, right? We probably would have got to see the winner versus Boots or the winner versus Virgil Ortiz and all these other fights. Like, so I'm not gonna say it's better for boxing because these two guys are maximizing, if that makes sense, right? But kudos to them. I'm glad they're getting their money, right? We're getting the fight that we want. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for boxing. With that said, I'm not sure how good a fight it's gonna be. I mean, like once the bell rings, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good a fight is gonna be. It depends on who you're rooting for, right? It depends on who you're rooting for. I'm I don't want to give away too much like too soon, but yeah, this I don't see this as a 12 round fight, right? I don't see it as a 12 round fight, but we will see, won't we? As far as the styles, Errol Spence, kind of a pressure fighter, right? It's a type of pressure. He's not. He does throw a lot of punches. He does. Like he's Errol Spence is a pressure fighter, and he's also a boxer puncher, right? We've seen him do that too. But his base, I would say, at his core, he's probably more pressure fighter, front foot, heavy, heavy front foot, right? But he's very good at his style. Like he he's perfected that Derek James style, right? Very rough. It's a rough style, right? It's not designed for one punch knockouts, right? It's not flashy at all. It's like a steady thudding shots, right? Up top and to your body. Errol Spence, I don't think he has the best feet, right? I don't think he has the worst feet. But if I had to point out a weakness, I would have to say it's that. But that's because we haven't really seen him do it, right? We haven't seen him on his toes too much. We haven't seen him on the back foot a lot. Like Porter was able to turn him a lot, and move him around. I thought Porter won the fight, but I understand, like, fucking Porter took that late knockdown, man. If it wasn't for that late knockdown, Porter probably wins that fight, you know? But yeah, this ain't that, right? This ain't that. So I'm looking forward to it. Lots of interesting things. We see Errol Spence has a new got like a management, his own management team, right? I guess to operate between himself and Al Heyman as a buffer. That's the only way we can take it, right? When you have Al Heyman and at first it's just you dealing with Al Heyman, and then you go get a management team so that they can deal with Al Heyman. I mean, it is what it is. Like, we don't gotta put personified, like, oh, he hates Al Heyman. It might not even be that. You know, it might not be that. But it is what it is, though. It's something. So, for that to be happening right before his biggest fight, not the best thing, right? Definitely not the best thing. Not to me. But we'll see. You know, guys got to get in the ring and fight. Now, as for Terence Crawford, Terence Crawford, at his base, he's a boxer puncher, right? But we've seen Terence Crawford do it all. We've seen him on the front foot, applying pressure. Once he got buzzed by Mean Machine, he was a pressure fighter from then on for the rest of the fight. If you remember, like, he took, he went down. Referee didn't call it a knockdown. Okay, whatever. But from then on, he was on the front foot, right? I saw Floyd Mayweather do the same thing against Sugar Shane Mosley, right? He got clipped, and then from then on, he was on the front foot, like front foot dominant, just beating the shit out of the guy. So, I say all that to say Crawford, he's like, people try to paint him like he's just some boxer, like some pure boxer. He's not really that. I've seen him do that a couple times. I saw him do it against Victor Postal. When he was down there at those lower weights, he had to box a little bit more because he was at them lower weights, draining himself, right? So you don't want to get hit with shots like that when you're at that weight. You already drained. So yeah, that's where we saw a lot of his boxing. But up here at 147, he's different fighter. It's almost like a reverse Floyd, right? It's almost like a reverse Floyd. Like, you know how Floyd earlier in his career, the lower weights, he was a knockout artist. He was getting dudes out of there, overwhelming dudes with shots that they couldn't see, a bunch of shots that you couldn't see, right? And he was a knockout artist. As he went up in weight, he became more of a boxer, pure boxer, right? He injured his hands and he couldn't get guys out of there like he could before, right? So Terence Crawford is almost like the reverse version of that to me, right? He had some knockouts early, but we also saw him boxing a lot, but here at welterweight, he stopped every welterweight. Not one of these welterweight fights has went to the decision. That's something. That's impressive. Right? That's pretty impressive. He has the thudding shots, but his shots are more designed to get you out of there. Like, to catch you with some shit and start the process of getting you the fuck out of there. Right? So who punches harder? It depends on what you're looking for, right? Errol Spence, his punches is like that Joe Joyce type of wear you down type punch, right? Over time. It affects you over time, right? Terence Crawford gets you buzzed right there on the spot, and then he's looking to finish you. So, it depends on what you're looking for. The thing about Errol Spence's shots is he is more likely to land, right? He's not looking for knockout shots, right? He's looking to just hit you on your hips, hit you in your ribs, your shoulders, hit you in your face. Like, he's just looking to hit you. So when he's throwing like that, he's gonna probably land more. Usually he's usually gonna land more, right? Whereas Terence Crawford is looking for the right shot, right? He's looking. I ain't gonna say he's not. He's busy, right? He throws a jab. He has a great jab. He has tremendous reach for his size. So I don't know. If you can't tell, I'm really looking forward to this fight. I'm not gonna give my complete breakdown right now. We're just too far out, but I am gonna be doing a lot of talking about this video, about this fight. But let's move on to this other fight, because we got another fight tonight. Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. I like this fight. I like it. I think it's a good fight. Teofimo Lopez, the former, I'm gonna call him undisputed, because he had all the belts, and then once he lost to Cambosos, people said no, he's not undisputed. He don't have all the belts. But then when Cambosos beat him, they say Cambosos is undisputed. It's like, so I'm gonna call Teofimo former undisputed champ at lightweight, right? Because that was just a mess that Lomachenko created with that franchise title bullshit. So, yeah, former undisputed lightweight champ, took a loss against Cambosos, came back at 140, had a stoppage, and then had another fight. Tough guy, Sandor Martin. I ain't gonna give to you too much problems over the Sandor Martin fight. Sandor Martin is just he's one of them guys, man. He's tough, man. He's not gonna give you highlight film. He's not. So yeah. Teofimo Lopez, I like him. I always did like Teofimo as a fighter, right? When his head is on straight, he's tough. He's tough. The problem is his head ain't on straight a lot, right? A lot of times his head ain't on straight. I think the fame did get to him a little bit, but he is a counterpuncher, a boxer puncher, right? We have seen him apply pressure, but he's definitely not. I wouldn't call him a pressure fighter. Like, he's more of a counter shot guy, right? Good punching power. Really good punching power, especially at lightweight. I'm not sure about up here at 140. We're gonna see. We're gonna see about Teofimo's punching power, right? How good it really is. Because at 135, he was getting guys out of there, like, no problem. So, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's a big guy for 140, right? Really tall for 140. Big. He's a weight bully, right? Josh Taylor should be at 154. At least, right? That's where he should be. I don't know how he makes 140. I don't know what, but Josh Taylor is a good fighter. He got that victory, that shoe shine victory off of Regis Prograis. That was a big win for him. He was able to shoe shine his way to victory. Inside fighter, he doesn't use his size at all. His jab, he doesn't have a jab. Right, Josh Taylor, he's big for nothing, basically. He's big. He races to the inside to bang on the inside, right? That's where he wants to fight. And I guess his thing is to use his size against little, smaller guys, to bang them on the inside. I like Teofimo Lopez in this fight, man. I just think the matchup bodes really well for Teofimo Lopez. Like, it'd be one thing. Like, I remember when we all probably remember when Teofimo Lopez, when he says, "Yeah, I don't want to fight no more tall fighters," right? He's talking about guys who are gonna fight tall, like Nakatani, like them type of guys. He probably don't like, but you're gonna have to fight some guys like that. But that's what he was talking about. But like Josh Taylor, he's big and tall and all that, but he's not gonna use it. Right? He's gonna throw hooks and he wants to throw hooks and uppercuts on the inside. To me, that feeds right into Teofimo Lopez, what he wants to do. I wouldn't be surprised if Teofimo Lopez got the stoppage, but conservatively, I'm just gonna pick Teofimo Lopez. Unanimous decision. I hear a lot of people saying, "Ooh," because it's like in this space, it's like if people don't like you, they can discredit you. I guess that's in a lot of spaces. Is like that, right? Like how they feel about you personally can take away from your performance somehow, right? I don't see it that way at all. I think, I don't see it that way. You know, I can separate the two, basically. I see Teofimo Lopez looking good in this fight, right? I don't see Josh Taylor, the things he does. I don't see it posing, like, I'm trying to think what he does that would pose so much of a threat for Teofimo Lopez. Like, Josh Taylor, he's good. He's good. But he's not great, man. He's not. And I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see. I think Teofimo wins this fight. Would I be surprised if Josh Taylor win? No. Maybe I would. Like, we're in America. Like, he's not getting the home cooking tonight. He's not. He's going to have to win this fight. You know. Hopefully there's no robberies. But we all know. Now we know that motherfuckers don't even know what a robbery is. So let's not even focus on that. Like, people think a 7-5 fight either way could be a robbery. Even 8-4. Like when there's so many swing rounds. Like, people don't know what a robbery is no more. So we gotta ignore that, right? But for all the real boxing fans of the fucking sport, right? Let's just enjoy the fight and see what happens, right? That's all I got, man. If you like the video, go ahead and hook off on that like button one time. Peace.